For number 9, it says M is the centroid of triangle QRS. QM is 8x minus 58, and QV is 81. Okay, so maybe it's helpful to draw out that segment. So 8x minus 58, and then the rest is, the whole thing is 81. And so here's the deal. This is 1/3 of the entire segment. This part is 2/3 of the entire segment. So 8x minus 58 equals 2/3 of the entire segment, QV. But if we look, we were given that QV is 81. So I'll replace that with 81, also known as substitution method. Okay, substituting in. Okay, so I plug 81 in, and then I go ahead and evaluate that. So 2/3 of 81 would be 54. So if I add 58, we get 112, and then I divide by 8, we get 14. Alright, so x is 14. Now, this QM segment, you can plug 14 back into x and solve that. So that would be 112 minus 58, and that would be 54. In number 10, we're given that angle AOB is 62, and that OF bisects GOE. So that means that this right here created two congruent angles. Right there and right there. They're both equal. Find the following angle measurements. So let's go through and mark what we know. If this is 90, then this is 90 because of vertical angles. Okay? If this is 62, this is 62. Again, vertical angles. And then if this side is 90, that means that this side is also 90. And so I could take 90 minus 62 and get 28. Now, if you look kind of at the bigger picture here, this is 28, and this whole thing is 28. Okay? But I know that these are congruent, these two little angles. So half of 28 is 14 and 14. Alright, so now, angle BOC, so BOC is 28. Angle DOE, so DOE is 62. EOF we found was 14 degrees. FOG is also 14. GOA is 90. And then DOG is 62 plus 14 plus 14. And that is also 90. Number 11, it's telling us that U, V, and W are all midpoints. Okay, so if I know that they're all midpoints, I know like this is 13 as well, so that whole side is 26. Okay, we know like SV has to equal 15, so that's going to help us with this x. So 2x equals 15. If I divide by 2, we get 7.5. Also, SV is 15. Then it asks us for RS, and we said that was 26, as well as US is 13. Then they ask us about WU, and that's going to be the same as this parallel side here, which is 15. Because this piece is only half of the whole segment. Okay. What is the length of WU? So we figured out that was 15. Okay, for Y, these are equal. 4Y equals 16.4. So that would be 4.1. VW is 13. And then what is the perimeter of triangle UVW? So what is the perimeter of this small triangle? So the other side would be 16.4. Okay, so if I add up 15, 13, and 16.4, we get 44.4.